welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are training arms. It's arm day, guys, finally. Everyone has been waiting for this moment for me to reveal the arm day secrets. But there are no secrets, you just gotta train properly the muscle, and that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm enjoying this pre-workout meal. We're having 50 grams of white rice, 125 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of banana, 2 grams of salt, and 2 grams of Ceylon cinnamon. If you know me, cinnamon is something that I really enjoy, and it's also so good for bodybuilding in general, so why not though? If you eat cinnamon, you're just gonna get big, so go ahead. Here we have the pre-workout shake. I have 7 grams of creatine monohydrate and 6 grams of citrulline malate. As you already know, that's the pre-workout shake. And here we have already prepared the post-workout meal. I'm gonna get back to that after the workout. Right now, just take a good look at me and you're gonna see me looking a bit different in a second. So I got a haircut. That was the transition that I tried to do. Now we are heading to the gym. We had that pre-workout meal at 3 p.m. and right now it's 4 p.m. So by the time I get to the gym, I think it's gonna be 4:30. That's gonna be 90 minutes. Enough digestion time, so the carbs will be right into my system and ready to get the juiciest arm pump. I don't know how juicy it can be while being on prep, extremely low body fat and shredded after, I don't know, tens of weeks of dieting. And right now I weighed the lowest in the last 5 years, which is extremely insane. It's crazy. Right now we'll head to the gym and get my pre-workout in and then start the arm day. Let's go. Okay guys, we got to the gym. The place is extremely crowded. It's a Monday, so we are already used to it. Let's see if I'm able to record the warm-up routine, one that I do before every upper body workout, and I recommend you to start doing as well. So let's get into it. So the main goal of this warm-up is to get the body ready for the workout, to get the shoulders going, the rotator cuff, and everything around. So a lot of people neglect the warm-ups, especially the shoulder movement warm-ups, the rotator cuff, and they get a lot of injuries. This is what I've been doing in the past, this warm-up routine before every session. And this is what kept me injury free. Just basic shoulder rotations across all angles to make sure your rotator cuff is properly warm and ready to handle every amount of pressure. I do around 12 reps for each arm, for every angle of rotation. Go in control with a weight that is not too light, but not too heavy. Just the right amount of weight that can stimulate your rotator cuff a bit, your shoulder muscles. All right, we're done with the warm-up routine. Now we're on to the first exercise, one of my all-time favorite cable biceps exercises, rope hammer cable curls. We're aiming for first set very heavy, 4 to 8 reps. Whew. We're done with the first working set of this workout. I think we did seven reps. I tried to go as heavy as I can and try to push myself past whatever limits. So I think we did 7 reps with 40 kilograms. I try to control the weight as much as possible on the negatives. The negative portion, the eccentric portion of the movement, is the most important part of the movement. So that's why I'm trying to control the eccentric as much as I can, because that's where the muscle is working the most. So don't focus on getting as many reps as possible and neglecting the eccentric, letting the weight go. Just focus on squeezing the muscle and then controlling with the intended, the targeted muscle all the way, full stretch and full squeeze. Let's get the second set going. Let your arms hang, stretch in front, and now try to pull with the biceps and not the forearms. Now control, keep the elbows in the same position and squeeze hard. Up. Nope. All right. Second exercise. Single arm, preacher curls. Make sure you control the eccentric on every rep. Squeeze hard at the top. Slow down all the way up. And get as many as you can. Up. Up. And don't ruin the form just because it gets harder. Up. that right there, my friends, is how you build huge arms. Keeping the form as nice as possible, as good as possible. Keeping the shoulders and the elbow against the pad at all times, and controlling the negative portion. It's all about controlling the negative now. For me, this is what worked the best to develop my arms, controlling that negative portion, the negative part of the movement for every exercise. We're pretty much done with this exercise too. This was the second exercise. Now we're gonna get right into some dumbbell hammer curls for the outer part of the biceps. This one right here. For this one, we want to grab the dumbbells from the top part of the handle. Put your elbows not so far back, put them a bit in front of the body, and from here, just focus on squeezing the biceps. Just let your wrist go loose a bit and squeeze with your biceps. Control the eccentric, squeeze hard at the top, all the way down. It's over. We just finished that working set. As you can see, very easy to hit failure on biceps and triceps because they are like small muscle groups. As you can see, I tried focusing on squeezing with the biceps. So when I was doing my reps, sometimes you can actually see my wrist being like this. That's because I'm not trying to apply too much pressure on holding the handles and try focusing more on contracting the biceps. So that's one thing that helped me a lot during this exercise, is that I'm letting my wrist go soft, basically, essentially, and I'm holding with, like, let's say these two fingers, the dumbbells, and then I'm just curling the weight up with my biceps. And that's one essential tip that helped me develop my biceps so well throughout the years. But basically, it's something that you do once, you do it twice, and you do it all over again for years and years and years. It's not like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna try this out, and in a few weeks I'm gonna have a massive biceps, or my gains are gonna explode just because of that. It's a thing of consistency, and that's how you develop muscle properly. Doing the right thing, feeling the muscle the right way for longer periods of time with the right intensity. That's my advice to you. Now we're heading into the fourth exercise of the session. It's gonna be bench supported spider curls with the easy bar. I feel like it has a very special place in the routine because it hits your biceps like no other exercise. We're going to allow our arms to stretch down, to fall down to
to allow the weight to drag our arms down. And now we're just gonna squeeze the biceps as hard as we can at the top and then control the eccentric, stretch all the way and repeat. Yep. And now we're gonna do my special technique on this exercise where I hit all parts of the biceps. 7 reps are gonna be from this position, wide grip, focusing on twisting your wrist outside. Five, 6, and 7. Now grab it as close as possible and twist your elbows outside and wrist inside. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And now reverse grip and go until failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The burn is real, guys. You feel a burn on all areas of the biceps, like inside, outside, the forearm, everything. So this is a killer, perfect at the end of your session. Let's get into the triceps movements. The first exercise for triceps is gonna be row push downs, and I have 2 different ways of doing them. So for the first working set, we're gonna do the way we can put as much weight as possible. That is elbows in front and push down, squeezing the triceps hard, controlling the negative all the way up, stretching the triceps to the max, and then contracting hard at the bottom. This is the first way of doing them, and this way we can use as much load as possible. This is just a warm-up, so we're gonna add more weight and do our first working set. First working set is done. The plan was to pick a weight that we can do at least 4 reps and control the eccentric as much as possible. And I think we achieved that goal. For the second working set, I have another variation of the same exercise another way of doing it to isolate the triceps a bit more. Focus more on the contraction. So we're gonna drop the load and show you guys how I like to do the second working set. For the backup set, this is my variation of this exercise. I pick a weight, I pull myself back, I stay neutral with my body, I try to push my elbows back behind the body, and from here I squeeze hard the triceps. Control the eccentric, up until this point, and up. Squeeze hard the triceps. Make sure your elbows are in the same position, close to your body. Do not allow your elbows to travel across your body. So keep them in place and squeeze hard. Man, what a killer technique. That way, you feel the contraction like no other exercise. Trust me, try this variation of the triceps push downs, or it's like a combination of a push down and a kickback, you know? So you get the best of the both worlds. Man, the peak contraction at the bottom is what really matters. And then the control on the eccentric and making sure your elbows stay tight, close to your body, and not allowing your elbows to travel in front. You know, this is one thing you should look out for. Now, after the first exercise of the triceps, we got the overhead rope cable triceps extensions. So we're just gonna put the cable a bit lower, and we're gonna do the same thing with the rope, but overhead. That way we stretch, we focus more on the stretch. Right now on the first exercise, we focused on contracting the triceps, and now we're focusing on stretching the triceps. So that's how I managed to develop my triceps to the point they are now. Also including dips into your routine is something I recommend, I really recommend. Dips is one of the best triceps builders out there, and overall upper body builders, you know, as for pull-ups. The same goes for pull-ups. So try implementing these exercises in your routine. Obviously, I don't need that much volume for my arms at this point because they are already so much developed. But yeah, to get them like this, I had to apply lots of volume. So we are going to be setting up for overhead triceps extensions. We're going to lower the cable and make sure you get that nice stretch on the triceps. Boom. Focus on controlling the eccentric and stretching all the way back. All the way back. Yep. Now we're gonna add more weight and get into the first working set. that was the first working set. We ended up getting 6-7 reps, I think, but that's the goal. First set, go as heavy as you can with perfect form, between 4 to 8 reps, and the second set, you know, drop the load a bit and try to get 12 to 15 reps. Basically, that's what I've been doing for most of my exercises. But yeah, this exercise stretches your triceps to the max. Like, you go with your arm like that behind your body, you can actually feel it in the long head over here. And now it starts to burn a lot. So with the second set, we're gonna be pretty much over. So workout is done. Arms are pretty much finished. Just check out the pump. Yep. So the row pushdowns are definitely paying off. I don't know how it looks more like a croissant or a horseshoe. Maybe a sweet potato. Let's see the shreds now. Wow, the shreds are pretty much there. Upper body is stage ready by this point. We're ready to go, baby. But the arms, man, check out the pump. This is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, the workout is definitely paying off. If we can see this pump at this stage in prep, when we are so depleted and we barely get a pump from any workout. So yeah, this I'm very happy with this. Yeah, but this lasts like 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, they're gonna look like normal. They're gonna get back to normal. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. That's the natty life. Now it's time to enjoy our post-workout meal. It's gonna be the same as always. Chicken breast, rice, green beans and pineapple. I'm gonna see you guys outside with that meal. Whew. Oh my god, man. My ass hurts sitting down. When I sat down, man, I felt everything in my glutes. That means the fat is almost gone. It's pretty much gone. So it basically hurts sitting down. So I get to finally enjoy my meal post-workout, man. I'm starving. What a workout, man. The pump was absolutely insane. So yeah, a lot of people ask me, man, how are you not feeling tired? How are you feeling, you know, how you have so much energy during prep? Everyone is crying about prep because it's hard, because they don't have energy, they are not in the right mood, like never. They are crawling and, you know, they're barely surviving. And a lot of people ask me, how do you do? How do you manage that stress and that? Man, just don't think about it. Just be grateful for what you have. That's how you stay and live in the present moment.
You're just grateful for living. You're just grateful for having this opportunity to experience something like this, like the hardships of prep. Just try to acknowledge that and be grateful that you exist and that you have the opportunity to do what you love the most in life. This is what I truly love. I love training, I love eating clean, I love building my physique and inspiring others online. And being able to do this is truly a blessing for me, and that's why I'm not focusing on hunger, I'm not focusing on stress, on low energy levels, and I'm focusing only on the positive, guys. Look, I'm doing what I love. I want this, and I have the opportunity to go through all those hard times to get better every day, because every time you feel weak or something like that, there's an opportunity for you to get better. So every time something hard happens, that's the opportunity you should take in order for you to get better. And that's the goal, to get better day by day. And that's what we are doing. And that's why I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful for all the hard times during prep, because I get to learn and improve myself from those. That's how you should look at things. Don't look at things the negative way. Look at things the positive way. So that's my advice to you and everyone out there that's on prep or wants to start a prep and thinks about how he's gonna handle that situation. That's how I do it. All right, guys. So that was pretty much it for the workout. We had a great session. Arms got a juicy fat pump. So the workout definitely works. Try it yourself, see if it works for you. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, see you on the next one. Take care, guys.